Hey everyone, Lauren here. I'm with my friend Marie Del Chapo at Coastal Body Studio, and today we are going to pick 5 exercises that you can do on a Bosu ball. So some of you guys have seen this kind of wonky, funky looking half stability ball looking thing. You may find them in your gyms, they have them at your local stores. They're a great thing to help with balance and stability. So we're going to pick 5 exercises because some of you guys buy them and don't know what to do with them. So starting with a leg and balance exercise with your biceps. Marie has already stepped on. When you're stepping on at home, you'll step one foot to bring it up and then balance to get the other foot on. So she's in a wide squat position, and then she has 5-pound weights. You can, of course, vary at home all the way from 3 up until there is no boundaries. So let's keep your elbows into your sides and do a traditional squat, sitting back into it, come back up, and then she'll do one bicep curl as well. So lowering down, sitting back into it. You can see it starts to wiggle. That's normal. It's a lot of balance. So working through, sitting back. This would be an advanced exercise. So you have options to modify at home. Step 1 would be just finding your balance up here. I promise that's challenging enough. You can also do a plain series without the Bosu and do a traditional squat and bicep curl at home, and that's fine too. She's going to do 2 more here. Her abs are nice and tight, and then she's sitting back into it like a traditional squat. Last one. Really good balance. And good. I'll take your weights for you, my dear. And then stepping off, going into the second exercise, working on push-ups. So we'll flip it over this time. So now the soft, squishy side is up, and Marie's going to turn. Let's have you come to the side so you can see at home. And we'll do walking push-ups. So they're going to look a little askew at first. She'll place her left hand on the actual carpet, and the right hand will be right in the middle. So she looks off balance. That's okay. Her legs are supporting her. The wider your legs, the more balance, the more together, the more advanced that will be. One standard push-up, plain push-up coming down, and then she'll put both hands on the middle and step her right hand off to the side. So they're walking push-ups. Push-up down, end up, working through your chest, come back on, excellent, and lower. So I'm just going to have her do 3 sets total. You can, of course, start with 3 and keep working your way up, coming through center. 1 more on each side, lowering down and up, coming over to the side, lower, and lift. And then go ahead and take a nice child's pose to stretch your lower back. Pressing her chest down so she stretches through there. And of course, you can vary your push-up width, your push-up direction with the elbows. They all work. All right, going into your side sit-ups. At home, I would recommend bracing your feet up against your wall. She's going to lie on her right side facing you at home. And then with your legs, the top leg goes back and the bottom leg goes forward. And I'm going to be her spotter today. So the higher your hips are on this thing, the more instability you'll encounter. The lower that you go, the more her side body will be supported. Go ahead and start on the downward slope, Marie, with your hands behind your head. Her elbows are nice and wide, and then bringing the body up. Excellent, and over. So this works your obliques, all of that lateral strength. For vanity purposes, this is where we get that unreasonable muffin top area. So abs pull nice and tight. Even though she's working her obliques, she's doing a great job of keeping her ribs in. And what I'm looking for are that her hips stay stacked one on top of each other, because the top hip is going to want to once again wiggle since it is an unstable surface. Let's just do 2 more here. I would start with 5 at home and work your way up to 10. Lift it up. And good. Take a side stretch. So you earned it. You want to make sure that you stretch everything you just worked, reaching from the hip up to the armpit. And then we'll have you go ahead and just roll over and face the other direction. Balancing on that hip. Top foot goes to the back corner of your wall at home. Bottom foot is forward. Her elbows start nice and wide, and you can kind of adjust. You want to make sure you're on that hip all the way up and over. So Marie is doing an advanced version. Her hips are pretty high up on this Bosu. Your very modified version, you actually can have your hips on the floor and then just rest your body to the side. That would be the most supported version of this. Lifting up, abs are in. Let's do 4 more. And over. The other thing about your obliques is usually one side is a little bit easier or harder than the other. This is really normal. especially if you have small children that you end up picking up a lot on the same side. If you have a job that requires, maybe you're carrying a heavy briefcase to one side, all of those things add up. And then she'll stretch it out. Okay, so far we've worked quads, we've worked biceps and obliques. Now going into some bridge work. We're going to work the back side of your legs and your bottom. Lying down on your back with your heels smack on top. So I like her bottom pretty close to the Bosu where she has it. That's a great spot. And we'll just stay with hip width parallel. This is going to be the safest position for your knees. Her feet are flexed, so we'll start super basic and add on. The heels dig down into the Bosu. That alone is challenging. So that alone is going to fire up her hamstrings, her bottom, and also knits her tummy in. So you can certainly just do little presses as a modified. Otherwise, keeping that engagement, tip your pelvis, roll it up. So she's articulating through the spine. And then tip your pelvis and really milk it all the way down. The more you tip your pelvis, scoop your abdominals in, the more all those little vertebrae create some space in between them. Okay, that would be level 2. We're going to add on again. Tip your pelvis, roll it up. If this is challenging enough, just hold it here, and that's perfect. Otherwise, to add an additional challenge, right leg comes up all the way to the ceiling. Okay, you can do a couple things here. We're going to do 3 leg kicks, lower the leg down and up, lower, and lift. And she has a great range of motion. She's only going as far as that hip will stay stable. This time, 5 little poke-ups to the ceiling tile, getting a little more in your booty. 2 up, 3 pulse up, 4, this would be the advanced version, 5, place the foot back down carefully, keeping your hips as level as possible. Left knee comes in and up. So we'll do 3 kicks and 5 pulses. Stretch it out of the hip socket. You're creating length. You're not just kind of kicking the leg around for the heck of it. Lower it down. Hold it at the top. 5 pull-ups. Really isolating those muscles underneath your bottom, right where your hamstring inserts into your glutes. These are responsible for lifting your booty, so they're good ones. Carefully roll it back down. Okay, and then let's finish the workout out with some tummy work so you're well-rounded. Having a seat on the downward slope of the Bosu. So she's just going to spin herself around. And this goes back to that same concept as the side sit-up. The higher she sits, the more challenging it's going to be. And then when she was just sitting on the ground, that would be the modified version with back support. You don't want to sit smack on top because then it's harder than it needs to be. So she's got a good amount of back support. And we'll do hands behind your head, wide elbows, roll it down like a plain old sit-up. And then, chin to chest, roll it back up. And I'm going to have you scoot 1 inch down exactly because we want as much range of motion as possible with these. So she's rolling it back. Her feet are like boat anchors into the sand. Excellent. Full extension, chin to chest. And we'll do 5 of these. So she's controlling the roll back. You get a really nice stretch at the end, so that's the feel-good part. Chin to chest, working through her spine. We get so much stiffness and stagnation in there that it's good to move it in both directions. Chin to chest, all the while you got to put a lot of tummy work into it. Last one here, rounding it back. She's doing a great job of keeping her feet rooted. Obviously, they're going to want to pop up on you because you're on an unstable surface. And then we'll finish off with a little oblique twist. This time the accent isn't so much on how far back you can go. You'll roll back a little bit and then bring the left elbow to the right knee as you come up. So you come up and twist all the way down to that knee. And then roll back a little bit. And we'll alternate and come all the way up and twist to that knee. And go back. Now this time let's come to me. And come up and twist, and we'll even her out and do 1 more on the same side. And come up, working all different angles of your abdominals. Now, just to show a more advanced version, so stop in the middle, so kind of even out. This time when she goes back, she's going to add a knee lift. So she'll roll back a little bit, but then as she comes up, she's going to try to lift that leg, even if it's just a couple inches off the ground. Roll it back, and then come up and twist. Excellent. We'll do 2 on each leg. And come up and twist. This really challenges your stability. It's a lot harder than it looks. And roll back. And good. And since Marie's been such a good sport, you always want to end with a nice, juicy back stretch. So she's just going to lie all the way back, like you did with your sit-up. Rolling legs can lengthen long if you have a healthy spine. So this is really nice for elongating the whole front side of your body. It feels good. It opens your back up. You can get the same effect lying off the side of your bed if you don't have one of these at home. And then just like a Pilates roll-up, she'll flex her feet, arms reach straight up, head peeks up, curl it up. Once again, if you have back problems, please roll to the side. And then I want to get one more stretch on her upper back. So now she is going to actually sit on the ground in front of her Bosu. So that when she does lie back again, this hump, the tallest part, will hit her upper back. So she'll roll back one more time. This is where we get a lot of that computer desk tension, hunching over carrying children. Pretty much everything draws us forward by the end of the day. So that really opens her up through there. Arms come straight up. Head, neck, and shoulders come up. Look at your belly button as you curl it up. And great work. Those are 5 different ways you can get a full body workout with the Bosu.